Hi, I'm Andrew Heaton with PoacherClub.com, and I'm drinking a beer with Al Brenekka, who had his right arm bitten off by a shark in the 1970s. Al, thank you very much for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
I would like to hear your story about how you lost a limb to a shark.
It was in 1976. I was surfing at Delray Beach. Just caught a great wave, rode it in the shore. I put my right arm in the water, and I felt something a little bit odd. When I rose up to the surface, here's like a 16 to 18 inch wide head, right here this far from your elbow. Stick your arm out here for a second and just think that you have a head this wide, that close to your face, 16 to 18 inches wide, that's attached to your arm.
You're elbow deep in a shark, wrestling it. You're basically giving it a shark headlock, and people are swimming past you, not doing anything. Nobody stopped to help you pummel the shark.
No, they were just too scared. It was right after the movie Jaws. And what would you do if you're out there on a surfboard, you see some guy wrestling a shark, and you've got sharks starting underneath your surfboard? Are you going to stop to help the guy, or are you going to try to get to shore and save yourself?
While I'm on film, I'm going to say definitively that I would swim up and I would punch the shark right in the nose.
Yeah, okay, on film.
In real life, I imagine urinating would somehow scare the shark away from me. I would immediately release my bowels and swim in the opposite direction.
So I start to kick at it. That was doing no good. And then finally I got to the point where I just got frustrated and said, I'm going to hold on to you until you let go of me. So when I went to go put him into a leg lock, I got as far as getting my knees right near his gill area and pushed it on his gill area, and then he instantly let go.
So you I want to make this clear, you wrestled a shark into submission.
I guess you could put it that way.
If I had had a limb eaten by a shark, I would have, I think, been angry at sharks and gone after them, and I'd try and kill as many sharks as I could. I think this is just my visceral reaction, is that I would have a personal score to settle. But you've gone 180, and you're actually protecting sharks. How did that happen?
Well, at first that was kind of like the outlook was, as you know, a good shark is a dead shark at the time.
Right.
And that went on for a few years. And then I started fishing for them, and I happened to kill a hammerhead shark. But after I did the hammerhead shark, it was like, this is just such a waste. Here I killed this shark with a little bit of revenge, with a little bit of excitement, with a little bit of everything. It was like, why am I doing this? So I kind of like got into doing the shark tagging, which is tagging the shark with tags with the National Marine Fishing Service. How long was it? How much did he grow? How long did it take him to grow? What was he eating at the time when I caught him? What was he eating at the time that somebody else caught him? And all that kind of information is one of the best ways that we can try to keep track of sharks. That's when we really started getting into the conservation end of it, is that we started noticing the populations drop in our area for sharks that were around the area and everything.
I'm from Oklahoma, which is landlocked. We actually do have anti-whaling laws in Oklahoma. I don't know about our shark laws, but it's landlocked, so I'm not that familiar with sharks. It's new territory for me. Let's say I'm at the beach, I'm in the ocean, and I see a shark approaching me, and it's coming up towards me. Should I treat it like a bear and play dead? Should I immediately try and hit it in the nose, or should I try and incapacitate my friend so it goes after my friend? What would be the best course of action for me in terms of survivability with a shark?
Well, if he's coming right at you and he's going to bite you, there's not much that you can do. Maybe try to kick him, but he's underwater so you can't see him. If he bites a hold of you, the best thing you can do is try to get away the best way you possibly can. If you have the opportunity to go for the gill area, it is a sensitive area.
Go for the gills.
You know, like
putting up a fight with it and letting it know that you're more than a seal or something.
Right, that you're more than just something there, like that you're not completely and totally helpless.
I am more than a seal. so poacherclub.com, a lot of our readership is people that work on the Hill, that work for members of Congress. What's the kind of legislation that you would like to see passed that would help conserve sharks?
The next thing we're trying to do, like in Florida right now, we just passed a no-catch law passed it for lemon sharks and the hammerhead sharks because they're in trouble. And we'd like to see something like that happen with in deeper water, and in the other states, like put hammerheads on a protected species list where you just can't catch them, you can't bring them to shore and stuff like that. But right now, one particular shark that has a lot of trouble is the oceanic whitetip. But them are the ones that we really like to get going now because there's been such a big decline in their population. Read up on the information on the oceanic whitetip and send a message to the Fish and Wildlife Commission to let's get them oceanic whitetip listed. Make sure they go to the CITES meeting, and we could get them listed under protected species.
Would you like to mention to our readership and our viewership what websites they should visit to contact you?
Well, probably the best one would be do Pew Environment, and you'll see the thing about the sharks, and do the global shark conservation, and look up any information that you might need from there so that you're familiar with what's going on with the oceanic whitetips.
I think it's fascinating that you went from wreaking your revenge upon sharks to going 180 and now being a shark advocate. In theory, if you're out in Florida someday, if you were to see the shark that attacked you, how would you react?
Cool, dude.
I'm
cool with it.
You made your amends with him?
Yeah.
All right, good. I like that. You're very zen about it. You'd be okay with it. All right.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Right.
I mean, I'm sure he's dead by now. That was 35 years ago, but you never know.
So
he could still be alive.
You won, Al. Al, you won.